What's up, fellow clashers? It's Apollyon here, and we're gonna go show some how would you hit these bases. Haven't done that in a while, and it's really cool because we use so many different attacks in this war. It's nice to see that nothing is just cookie cutter or constant. You guys know the deal. If you haven't seen these videos already, I show you the base, give you kind of a layout on the land, but we mask the troop composition so you all can look and decide what you would use in order to hit this base and get those 3 stars. Obviously, Town Hall 9 probably the most balanced so far as different strats are available that you can 3-star base, yet none of them completely overpowering. So anyway, we'll get into this. We'll go ahead and show what was used on this particular attack to start us off. There we go. And we've got basically a bewitched or whatever they call it also as well, which means we've got 2 golems, we've got 10 witches and 10 wizards. They're all coming in from 9 to 6 o'clock, basically doing a full spread, getting that huge funnel, and we've got 2 jumps, a rage, and a heal to push through this base. So just absolutely crushing. Got a wizard tower farm that they're probably going to have to heal over just for those, both the bowlers and everything else, any of the skellies, the witches that make it in there. We do have a lava hound in the clan castle, which is not going to be a big deal for mainly the kill squad. It's just going to hold the queen back a little bit. We've haven't dropped that heal yet. The queen takes care of that lava hound pretty quickly, and we've got that second jump coming down. Everybody's running into that core, and then we've finally dropped the heal down there as these bowlers are still completely up and just chugging away. King has used the ability, Queen has not, and we've still got pretty decent coverage throughout the entire base. We've got witches on both sides with wizards helping out as the Tesla is going down up at the top at 10 o'clock. And I think it's actually gonna make its way. Yeah, it's gonna kill everything but I think a Skelly. Yeah, so that was very hero Tesla. Unfortunately, it's still gonna get 3-starred, but it did all it could to get to pass here. We've got a queen still using ability, and we only have 1 point defense left as that Tesla goes down, and 2 splash defenses that are left, and a builder hut in the corner. So let's go ahead and fast forward this. Now that there's only 1 splash damage left, still a full golem up and witches, we know what's going to happen there, and we've got our 3-star hit. So let's go jump down just one more, and it was really cool because we like 15 through 25 were all different attacks. Really neat. So let's look at number 16. Just a really sweet attack. Just about 2 minutes, really quickly done as well. What do I always tell you about these 4 air defenses on one side? Just so easily crushable with so many different attacks. This one is definitely inventive. So just to give you a show of what we got here, and we'll go show you what it was attacked with. And it was obviously air, because air just punishes these bases like crazy. And we're doing a drag loon, drag LaLoon actually. It's got the lava hound in the clan castle, and the only thing I can say about this attack that could have been done better is dropping that lava hound a lot quicker. I think we get dragons under attack pretty quickly, but sending some loons in with haste to take out that first air defense. The king and queen are going to come in at 6 o'clock to take out that second air defense, as well as the pathing. And then we've got a straight shot for just some loons right up the middle at 4 o'clock to take out those 2 cannons, and then jump right on the sweeper and both air defenses while a lava hound is tanking for them. So we'll go ahead and speed things up a little bit. We're dropping the dragons in. This is what I'm talking about. I think right at this point right now, we should have dropped the lava hound in there. There's no reason that dragons should be taking damage, especially when that pathing is already done. But we finally send the lava hounds in there. Those ADs are doing some serious damage to those dragons, but we've got tons of loons. We've held 3 back just because we don't really need them. We've got a heal and a rage in there, dropping the skelly on the queen as everything's going through. That lava hound is just tanking every defense. And our queen, even though she's used ability, is still up, and that dragon is going to be tanking for her until right about now. So she goes down, and then we've still got a bunch of loons. We've still got about 4 or 5 dragons, and we've got a haste to push these things through. a semi Tesla farm or a couple Teslas up at the 9 o'clock, but we've got 3 loons for those if we really even needed them, which we really don't, because guess what? There's a full lava hound that's up still, and I don't think the thing is going to pop. It doesn't have that much energy, but just Tesla and an Archer Tower, it's not going to really do the deal, especially now that the dragon is on top of it. So with a sliver of health, unfortunately, it does not pop. Just would have finished the raid about 10 seconds earlier, and it would have gotten it about 2 minutes or less, but still crushes the base. Really nice attack. Love to see that. That was a really inventive way of doing it instead of just using a queen walk dragloon or something else a little different. Really nicely done to hit that base. Okay, let's drop down to 1. Let's check this out. And about 2.5 minutes, a little under that as well for this base. One of those dead space bases. You can hit it a lot of different ways, but we'll show you how this one was particularly hit. Not such an easy accessible queen, but again, very easily accessible clan castle just in case you needed to do it. Let's go ahead and jump into the attack and see what was used on this one. And we've got a quad LaLoon for this particular attack. And I think some of these things are cleanup attacks because especially the ones with the lava hounds in there. If we know that there's a lava hound and then there's no reason to really trigger the clan castle, and we can go send our king and queen at the bottom here, take out as many buildings as we possibly can and get as much value as we can for that LaLoon. And really cool about this attack is the funneling done here is going to make that LaLoon very simple. That dead space really cuts the base in half, which means that LaLoon portion is going to be able to be sent right at 3 o'clock all the way up to 12 and then hook a left and go right around the base in that horseshoe shape. And that's what happens when you have a dead space type of design. It just makes the LaLoon so easy, especially when the two ADs are separate from each other on different sides of the base. So that's what I'm talking about right now. Those LaLoons and lava hounds are coming in. They're even coming in against the sweeper, but they can be hasted in there. And there we go with the queen finally goes down, the friendly queen. But we're still pushing these things through the base. We've got a lava hound coming in up top. That not even the last one, tanking at 10 o'clock for those loons. Under rage in just a second, dropping the Skelly spell, taking out the queen, the enemy queen, and now we've got these loons that are going to be hasted through this Tesla farm possibly. And we still have that last lava hound that was sent a little bit late, but not a really big deal, to tank that final air defense. And I don't think that lava hound is going to go down. It's not enough time. It was sent in too late, but we have a bunch of loons. We have a lava hound. We have pups. We have minions. Everybody's doing the cleanup, and we've just completely obliterated this base. So really nice attack there. Let's go ahead and take a look at just a few more, 3 more I think. We'll jump down to number, let's go down to number 20. All right, so number 20, we've got a kind of weird design, one of those weird like shapes, those triangle type shapes, pyramid type base. Can look at the easy accessible clan castle. The queen is very easily accessible in case you need it. But let's go ahead and see how 7 Mile hits this base using a queen walk dragloon and dropping that Valkyrie in there for, I guess, some funneling. Really low amount of troops that need to be used, especially to tank that cannon. So she's going to run in from that 9 o'clock builder hut and almost take out that cannon and trip a giant bomb as well. Queen still has not even used the healers yet, and haven't dropped them down. We're trying to get them done. Notice the Valkyrie will not finish a building if it's not adjacent to another. It'll go walk in between the two. So that cannon does not go down. Not a really big deal for a dragon attack, drag LaLoon, but we do have to use a rage pretty soon on these on this queen. There we go, to help her push through the base. She is going to walk down, and I don't think she gets as much value as what was intended, but I really like the ending of this. I'm not going to give the spoiler of how this is pretty much clutched into a 3-star hit. where it could have been a 2-star or whatever. But the queen is going to run into some problems here. Whenever you're doing a queen walk, always take a look at when you're going to run into 2 expos at the same time, because that is not a good thing. Running into 2 expos at the same time and a Tesla is a very big deal. We're electing not to go ahead and drop the final rage. I guess we're holding them for the dragons, which I am not sure. I mean, it worked out, but I'm not sure that's the best thing. We've already started the dragons. I'm sorry I already missed that up top. But the dragons took out the queen, and they're kind of spreading out a little bit. But the problem is we have 2 ADs that are still up, and really no way of taking care of them, because that there's only 1 balloon, and that balloon is not going to be able to tank long enough. So we've got a bunch of dragons coming in here with that fear, and I think the king is going to tank a little bit, and those wizards are going to split off and get that 1 air defense. But if you notice, there is not that many defenses backing up that 1 AD at 6 o'clock. Wizard finally gets that one down, and now we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop pretty much a clutch Spelly under rage. There's the big deal right there. That clutch Skelly under rage is going to tank a little bit for the Expo, and then get that AD down. Just really not. I'm sure that was not. Well, I'm not sure. I don't think it was planned. But if it was planned, great job. If it wasn't, really great improvisation. Because really cool deal. So like to watch that. And then we've got the 3-star hit with that last little builder hut going down. So really nice job. There's the composition for you. And let's go check out one more. And we'll look at number 25. And let's look at the base. One of those weird design Island Expo type bases. 2 ADs kind of opposite from each other. Not easily accessible queen. Pretty decent base design. Let's go ahead and see what you guys would use and what Jamie used for this attack. And we are bringing the Witch Slap. So kind of like the Bewitch, but we've got 2 healers. And I got to be honest, under a minute and 40 seconds, I got to be honest, I wouldn't have Witch Slap this. It's kind of designed against Witch Slap. Not that anything is perfectly against Witch Slap, but it's semi-designed against Witch Slap because of those Expo ADs. I'm sorry, the the Island Expos that they're usually put there to deter witches, because they snipe the witches and they take care of them. But not on this particular attack, and not this base. Jamie spreads the army out really wide, so getting a really good job, letting those the kill squad come in and take those first 2 air defenses, and now the other 2 are on complete opposite side of the base. We will get that 1 expo down, so that's something we don't have to worry about for the bottom side witches. Those witches are going to get so much value coming up at the 6 o'clock area all the way around the base until they get to those ADs. Now we do have witches under attack by those expos at 10 o'clock, and they have to deal with that, especially when they have under 2 different point defenses like an archer tower and an expo. Fortunately, that golem is going to tank for that expo, so it's going to let those witches do their thing and not get sniped. So that's pretty awesome. And then we've got a queen coming up behind that's going to finally take out that expo. And at this point, now their base is beyond crushed. There is no chance of this base surviving. There's no defenses up. That expo is down. Queen finally uses ability. Really nice hit on not a simple Witch Slap base to use that strategy with. So hopefully you all enjoyed these attacks. Got a chance to see all different types of strategies and see what's going on with that. And if you guys haven't already, like, subscribe. And I think, what? Why don't we just look at one more? I'm going to throw on the masking so you can't see the army. And we'll just take a look at one bonus attack. Just because, why not? So, yeah, let's do this one. So, we're going to check out Josh hitting this in under 2 minutes. Weird design again, kind of a little like a island outside the normal main part of the base. and very centralized CC, not a simple accessible queen. So let's see what was used here. And we haven't shown this attack yet, which was a shattered HoBo, I think. And that's one of the ones I was looking for. So really nice hit by Josh. I think there's bowlers in this clan castle, but I didn't really get a chance to watch this. This is, like I said, bonus material, bonus attack. Okay, so we've dropped in those two golems now, and then we've got the queen kind of doing a golem walk, just hopefully doing her own thing, taking out these defenses while that golem is focusing and tanking for her. That wizard tower is really going to do nothing. And then we've got a very nice little island path or inlet path for all these things. We don't even have to wall break in because guess what? The builder already gave it to you. So that's pretty cool. That golem is still tanking, getting down that AD, and now finally being able to jump the entire base with one jump. And the queen is still doing her thing. Finally pops the ability, although I don't think it was really necessary to do that. We've got no poisons going down. We've got a lava hound in the clan castle. Unfortunately, that is finally popped by a wizard, but that wizard's not going to be able to back up what it just did. So now it's up to the rest of the skill squad to take care of that those pups, and they're using 2 poisons for that. So saving the poison against the queen to use against those lava pups, really nice decision there. Nice, just sprinkling in the hogs, triggering those giant bombs there. Instead of sending all the hogs in, we still have a heal left, but guess what? That heal is not even necessary. This base was crushed beyond crushages, yeah, whatever. It's just demolished. So we're not swagging the heal. We're doing it because that's how we do. We make sure we have 20 hogs left over instead of just 15 or 10. So anyway, there we go. That will finish the video on how would you hit these bases. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Share them with your clanmates if you guys enjoy these different strats for Town Hall 9. I'm sure they will as well. Check out the Town Hall 10v10 on this war as well. We had some really sweet attacks. Go ahead and use those friendly challenges to your advantage. Go ahead and get those 6-star clan wars and keep practicing those 3-star attacks.